Today I'd like to share something with you. I want to share something with you that I was given a long time ago and which many individuals will never have, but most everyone wishes that they possessed because it would allow them to live a life that's completely different than that which they currently do. What if I told you that what I'm offering you would give you choices that are currently unavailable to you? What if I told you that what I'm offering would allow you to live a life that is less stressful? I didn't say no stress, but maybe one that's a little less worrisome than that which you live today. What if I told you that I'm able to offer you freedom? Freedom means many different things to different people, but think about what it means to you and hold on to that idea during this speech. The question I'm sure you're asking yourself is, how do I obtain more choice, more freedom, and live with less stress? The question I would ask you is, what are those things worth to you? Sometimes in life we're asked to make decisions about things that we'd like for our future. Tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. What I want to know is, what would you do to live that dream that I asked you to hold on to in 20 years' time? What I'm talking about is investing. This is a topic that I'm passionate about because it's something that's changed my life. I've always been interested in making money as a kid and always had a curiosity about investing. The first thing that I did when I turned 18 was to open my first stock account and start on the road to financial freedom. And it's one that's opened a number of different doors for me. I've been able to enjoy the pleasures of leisure travel, courtside and sideline seats at professional sporting events, but most importantly, it's afforded me the opportunity to walk away from any job that I wasn't happy with. I'm able to choose my path in life because I'm not held back by financial constraints. Making financial sacrifices today and investing at a young age will allow you to live a life that most people wish they could but never will. In our society, we as individuals invest in cars, purses, stylish new clothes, new electronics, and various other things. Why don't we invest in our own future? In the 1950s, people working in this country had a retirement in their future that was supported by what was often referred to as a three-legged stool. As quoted in Stephen Markle's article of April 5th, 2009 on Investopia.com, the three-legged stool is defined as retirement terminology from the past that many financial planners used to describe the three most common sources of retirement income for a retiree during retirement: Social Security, employee pensions, and personal savings. Today, most people don't have access to an employee pension, and if they do, the match from the company is often limited. We've seen recently how easily an earned pension can be taken away with a troubled financial mess in the city of Detroit. Social Security is only talked about in terms of what year it will run dry, and according to the Congressional Budget Office report of October 2nd, 2012, under current law, the Disability Insurance Trust Fund will be exhausted in 2016, and the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund will be exhausted in 2038. With regard to personal savings, it seems that most Americans are as averse to saving money as they are to the idea of winter weather. Like winter though, time will pass, and for those who haven't saved, their lives will be quite harsh. Let's talk then about how we keep you from experiencing that most unfavorable financial winter. The key to it all begins with investing as early in life as possible. I often hear from individuals around me that they're not able to invest because they believe that it takes a significant amount of money to start. But the reality is substantially different. Are you able to save $2,000 a year to live that dream that I asked you to think about at the beginning of this speech? Could you save $5.50 a day? The reality is that saving $5.50 a day equates to $2,000 a year. According to DoubleDig.com, an investor who contributes $2,000 per year beginning at age 25 and continues until the age of 60, assuming an 8% return, will have created a nest egg of nearly $400,000. Compare this to another investor who begins at age 40 and contributes $5,000 per year until age 60. With the same assumed rate of return, the second investor would only have about $250,000 saved by the time they reached retirement. Our 25-year-old investor contributed $70,000 between age 25 and 60 by saving $5.50 per day and ended with nearly $400,000. Our second investor contributed a total of $100,000 between age 40 and 60, which comes to about $13.70 per day, and ended up with a retirement of only $250,000. Think about what you spend $5.50 on per day, and if it's worth giving up for $400,000 at age 60. Some will say that investing is risky. What in life is not risky, though? I don't choose not to drive because I'm afraid of being in an accident. I use a vehicle to get where I need to go, and investing is no different. And that in order to get where you want to go, you need to first choose the vehicle and the path to get there. The question that one needs to ask themselves is, what are the risks of not investing? I often find myself thinking about a famous quote from Warren Buffett, that risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. I believe that the key to success is knowledge, not luck. Take the time to educate yourself. By far, though, the most common excuse that I hear from young people is that they don't know how to begin. The first step is deciding whether to hire someone to manage your money or to do it yourself. I'm a proponent of managing your own money and keeping the investment expenses low. That being said, I appreciate that overseeing investments isn't for everyone. If you're going to hire someone, you should look for a fee-only financial planner. David Murata sets out the differences between this type of planner and a commission-based agent in his June 11, 2012 article at Forbes.com entitled Fee-Only Financial Planner, What's the Difference? He states that fee-only financial planners are registered investment advisors with a fiduciary responsibility to act in their clients' best interests. They do not accept any fees or compensation based on product sales. Fee-only advisors have fewer inherent conflicts of interest, and they generally provide more comprehensive advice. For those who wish to invest on their own, I would suggest using a low-fee trading platform like ScottTrade.com or OptionsHouse.com. Using these sites, you'll be offered a number of resources. As with all other educational endeavors, it takes reading outside sources and time to become a knowledgeable investor. I would recommend that anyone who wants to manage their own accounts read the following books: The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, Common Sense on Mutual Funds by John Bogle, and Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits by Philip Fisher. These three books offer an excellent base for beginning investors to understand the stock market. Investing at a young age offers a number of advantages that are not available if you wait. Number one, investing young offers you the benefit of time. You have the benefit of not being pressed to invest large amounts. You're able to start with small amounts and increase your contributions as you're able. Compounding will contribute much more to your financial retirement account than it would if you were beginning to invest later in life. Number two, it can teach you at a young age the value of research. In making your choices about whether or not to invest on your own and which investments to contribute to, you should be doing your due diligence, and with this comes knowledge about the world, not just about your investment choices. You learn about the interconnectedness of the world and random facts about a diverse range of topics. People will find you more interesting with this new breadth of knowledge. Number three, investing teaches patience. I can tell you from personal experience that investing at a young age taught me the value of being patient in waiting for the right time to buy or sell a particular stock, and that lesson is carried over into my day-to-day life. It means knowing when to share information with a business partner or when to make a change within my business. timing can be crucial, and investing can teach you that lesson in a very different manner than that in everyday life. Number 4, investing can help you become more disciplined. Often when the market fluctuates, investors take an irrational approach. They sell when they should be buying, and they buy when they should be selling. Investing at a young age helps a person to become more disciplined against making these types of irrational choices. This has been the most important lesson for me and has helped me to make decisions across all areas of my life in a manner which invokes cost-benefit analysis rather than pure emotion. In closing, I'd like you to recognize that investing is within everyone's reach. $5.50 a day can be enough to change your life down the road. Yes, there are risks associated with investing, but where will you be if you never invest? Will you depend on Social Security? Will your pension plan be solvent? It's the responsibility of every young person to ensure their own financial freedom by taking